Mako. When Carole moved in, I thought her company would lessen Peter's heartbreaking loss. But it's been a month, and I'm still mourning the breakup. I'd considered online dating until Carole scared the bejesus out of me with talk of maniacs and serial killers. Her eyes colored serious when she found me viewing an online dating service. "You're on the rebound and hardly over Peter, and online dating is risky with all the crazy people in the world," she'd said. I sighed deeply and replied, "You're probably right," and dropped my head on the back of the sofa. My eyes lingered on the ceiling, sensing Carole's gray-eyed stare in the corner. I rolled my head sideways, met her slate-gray stare, and reasoned, dating other men is the only way to forget Peter. Her eyes altered bluish-gray, her face hardened in disagreement. I sighed and took Carole's advice, but failed miserably at forsaking thoughts of Peter. That was a week ago. Now it's Saturday, which had always been my special day with Peter, and the day I miss him the most. Trying to distract my attention, Carole drags me from the apartment to a First Avenue street fair filled with colorful kiosks and curious New Yorkers. Foods of various cultures mingle in the air, and we stop and listen to a live folk band strumming an unfamiliar tune. The crisp spring day feels good on my face and begins to lift my spirits. Ahead, I spy a tent that reads, "Mako's Palm Reading." I've never had my palms read, and this is right up Carole's alley. I pull her toward the tent. She follows in protest. I notice her hesitancy as she stands hugging the entrance, a reluctance I won't grasp until much later. I don't know what I expected to find inside. Perhaps the stereotypical gypsy with a mystical ball and a cup of tea leaves in a dark room. However, I'm surprised to find an Asian girl with a nose ring, jangling bangles, wearing jeans and a simple hoodie. She looks like a college student, not a mystic. Mesmerized by Carole, Mako insists on reading her palm first. Carole backs away, her face stiffens. "No," she murmurs with fixed lips. For a moment, I see fear as her face alters irregular. I blink, and her face is normal again. I believe my vision is blurred, but from the look on Mako's face, I perceive she saw it as well. "Okay, I'll go first, chicken," I say, but Mako's insistent on reading Carole. I push her by the shoulder toward the table and sit her in the chair. Frozen, Carole sits staring at Mako. "Can I see your palm?" Mako asks. Slowly, Carole places her hand on the table. With arched brows and head jiggling side to side, Mako studies Carole's palm in silence. Her almond eyes narrow as she peers from Carole's face to her hand. Can't be," she utters, pulling Carole's palm closer. Carole sits upright with a vacant stare, unfazed by the Mako's twisted face. No, this is impossible," Mako mutters several times as she explores Carole's hand. "Your head, heart, and lifeline are doubled. I've never seen this before." Swiftly, she demands Carole's other hand and finds similar demarcations. Mako sits unmoving. The tent vibrates numinous silence. "You have psychic abilities. See here," she says, turning Carole's palm toward the opaque vintage crystal table lamp. "Your lines of Jupiter and Moon are prominent." She pauses again and eyes Carole's face, which isn't as decipherable as her palm. "Is your name Anna?" Carole shakes her head. "Her name is Carole," I say, pondering her sudden muteness. Mako releases her hand, scratches her temple, and squints at Carole's face. "What is it?" I ask. "I've never seen anything like it," Mako says. "I can only reveal what the palm reads. 2 lives, 2 souls reside in you."